Hello, good members. Welcome back to the Kuhb Games YouTube channel. It is a beautiful Friday here, and that means it is time for some more RGT to 1K. And that, of course, means we are continuing down the street of Machine Gate. Finally made some changes to the deck. Not very many, all on the side, actually. I cut the Kinetic Soldier, cut the Gravity Binds, and put in 3 copies of Messenger of Peace. Wanted to try this card out. Someone mentioned it in the stream that I did. Was it last night? I think it was last night. I don't remember days. But yeah, wanted to give this a shot. Seems like it could be good. The Gravity Bind was something that I was, sort of testing out. I was pretty impressed by it, but gonna try out 3 copies of Messenger of Peace and see if that's any better. This does not stop Dawn's Zalug, which is a little, Dawn can be a problem, but it kind of, it stops the aggro deck outside of Dawn, right? I'm not counting Mystic Swordsman level 2. That card's kind of irrelevant. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, that's the only change we've got. I guess I could make some of the changes that I made in the stream last night. People gifted me some subs to play Mirage Knight and Mechanical Chaser and Gamble. We ended up with a 43 card, really wild deck. 43 cards with double Upstart and triple Jar of Greed, by the way, just in case that upsets anybody. But no, we're not going to do that. We are trying to ladder here. We're on, I believe, a 12-match winning streak, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, let's get on the ladder, see if we can get some more. All right, we're here with our first match. Forgot to mention, something came up unexpectedly today, and I may have to leave soon-ish to take care of that, but that basically just means if this first match goes really long, we may only get 1 match in this video, but, we'll see. I'm sort of keeping an eye on that on the side. But here, pretty good hand, obviously. Anytime you got a Pot of Greed and a couple of Monster Gates, pretty happy. I guess this hand, could be anything. We've got 4 extra cards that could be whatever, and then we have, the best card in our deck, Monster Gate. Opponent leading on Thunder Dragon. That is A-OK with me. Gonna be some sort of Chaos variant, that is for sure. Alright, I would love to gain 1,000 life points. Face down monster, and... Alright, the old T-set. Ooh, heavy? Okay. Oh, there's a good chance we could be doing some good stuff this turn. I was really hoping they would fire off a Trap Dust Shoot, but no such luck. We'll go ahead and lead on Upstart Goblin, though. Give a draw here. And activate the old Pot of Greed. Alright, Scapegoat is excellent. I don't really want to activate it here. If this is a Chaos deck, it's likely, their only answer here would be MST. They're probably not going to Raigeki break a random face down here in the end. So I'll set the Scapegoat, set the Jar of Greed, and pass the turn. And, I mean, we're looking great for next turn, right? As long as nothing bad happens here. Immediate Delinquent Duo. Oh, flipping up Spy? I like that. This puts a monster in attack position for us. No, I'm just going to take the 1,200. There's no reason for me to flip up Scapegoat and then the opponent go to main phase 2, summon Tribe. Yeah, now I'll activate the goats. If the opponent has Torrential, the opponent has Torrential. Not much I can do about that. Am trying to be a little bit more careful today. I know I did an accidental double summon yesterday. Or not yesterday, in Wednesday's video. So, want to avoid that if possible, of course. Pretty good, actually, drawing the Blowback Dragon here. Now we can throw down Graceful Charity. We can get it to the graveyard to get it back with Premature Burial. We're probably... Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a Megamorph, too? Yeah, we're looking pretty good to win this game, if I had to guess. Let's discard our Blowback Dragon. And I guess just the Reckless Greed. Sure. And then I'll go ahead and Heavy Storm. Looking to win this turn, so I don't think I want to, take the chance of Premature Burial, get back the Blowback, blah, 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 all that good stuff. And then I guess I will Monster Gate first to see what I hit. All right, Jinzo's pretty good. I accept. And let's Monster Gate again. Because if I hit Stein, then I want to go into Gatling Dragon before I blow back. That's why I went with the Monster Gate before the Prima. Yeah, there's the Stein. Okay. Cool. And I'll just make sure here. If I get Master of Oz, probably still win, right? It's be 8,400. It'd be 72 here. Not quite. Okay. Let's go get the Gatling Dragon then. Unless I'm doing math wrong. I mean, that's that's totally possible, right? All right, we got 1 heads. That should be all we need, right? Kill this defense position. Gravekeeper Spy here. And yeah, this'll do it. So let's Megamorph the Gatling Dragon. Just puts it up to 5,200. And then I'm just going to go ahead and limit her here. Cool. Gatling Dragon is lethal by itself, even though the opponent's at 9,000. Yeah, unless they have main deck Kuhb, which is like not a thing. They are big dead there. So able to take game 1. I didn't even normal summon that turn at all, so no double summon. All right. No, I'm just messing around. Those things happen from time to time. I'm not like torn up about it, but can make light out of a situation, right? Humor's always a good way to deal with things. Honestly, like I know I've mentioned this in while we got some time. I know I've mentioned this in a recent RGT video. Man, auto simulators would be great. I downloaded Yugioh Pro, actually. I'm not sure if I like got the settings right for GOAT, but it looked like no one was online to play. So I don't know if I was doing something wrong. Totally possible that it was user error. But if I could get that going, it'd be kind of interesting to upload some content from Yugioh Pro just to see how it does. All right, would love to gain 1,000 life points. Thank you, opponent. Swords, okay. We've got Trunade to deal with that, so that's not that big of a deal. We do need to find some way to get our Monster Gate going here, though. Drawing Jinzo was not the way to do that. I suppose if we're able to drop it some other time, that would work out, but we're just going to lead on double Upstart Goblin here, it appears. All right, Scapegoat. That is a way to get stuff going. And I'll set the Scapegoat, set the Jar of Greed, pass the turn. As long as they don't MST the Scapegoat here, we're looking pretty all right. The opponent is at 10,000 rather than 8, so that's, you know, a lot harder to deal with, but well, where there's a Megamorph, there's a way. As we saw in the last game. Maybe a just draw into another limiter removal, go into Stein, win the game. Yeah, opponent draws Pot of Greed off the deco, pretty good. Go ahead and slam it on down. Gonna take this 1,400 if they attack here. Breaker. Okay, that's fine. Now they can't tribe. So flip the Scapegoat here. As long as that's not Solemn Judgment, good to go. Oh, it is Solemn Judgment. Okay. All right, well, I was not expecting that. But yeah, that's actually going to work out pretty well for the opponent. Unless we draw into like a Facilier or another Scapegoat, or just draw the Stein. That's totally possible at this point. Stein would be... well, Stein would be lethal here, so... Stein would be very good, we'll put it that way. Wouldn't mind drawing that, and I've got the Giant Trunade to back it up. Oh, no play. Okay. Oh, Snatch? Oh, that's really good. Okay. Let's Jar of Greed first. Demock. Well, okay. Well, I guess I wish I would have Monster Gated first. That's okay. I guess that actually makes it easier for us to get into Stein, right? So let's snatch the old Breaker here. And let's just go ahead and Monster Gate it. All right. It's too free. All right, pay the 5,000. I guess technically I should have put that in defense just in case Kuhb. But, you know, hopefully that doesn't happen. Just kind of just decided to not play around it here, I guess. I guess I could tribute it for Jinzo, right? I have not normal sum. I have not. Okay. Yeah, let's just tribute it for Jinzo. Let's go ahead and Giant Trunade. Get this Swords out of here. We can Megamorph up this Master of Oz. And we are on our way to a 2-0 here. All right. Picking up the win. We are at 665. All right. But I mean, hey, what is that? Like 13 in a row? The lucky number? All right. Yeah. We're going to pick up our first match here. Pretty, I mean, cut and dry. We hit our Stein and we hit our Megamorph. Cool. Nice. Good job, me. Really played hard. All right, let's get a second one. All right, match number 2 here. I've got, like, all day I've had a Jukebox the Ghost song going through my head, so shout out to any Jukebox the Ghost fans who are members of the channel. Love that band. Okay, I mean, all right, I guess it's just another day of drawing, well, the opponent, the U2, with the exclamation point. Throw down the old Pot of Greed to start out. Nice little jar and a ring. Okay. I'll set both. Why not? If the opponent heavy storms, cool. Like, whatever. I don't really care. And, like, I don't know. Good chance if they call reasoning wrong, they probably just die from a limiter. And I've got the Trunade to back it up. Probably not the best to set the ring here, I guess. Well, you know, the opponent could have, like, Donzalug or something like that. And I want to get rid of it, so I guess there's reason to. The reason not to, of course, is Heavy Storm. But, you know, we'll deal with that if... Oh. Well, all right then. I guess I'll just go ahead and throw off Jar of Greed, just in case it's a Decree. I would like to get the draw here. And Scapegoat. Okay. Well, I just need the opponent to call the reasoning incorrectly, and I win the game here. And, you know, chances are they are going to call it incorrectly because they're probably going to call 8 or 4 in the blind. And the 8 is in the hand, and of course I have no 4 in this deck. So let's throw down this reasoning. Hopefully they don't call 2. Or 7 or 6 and get it right. They call 4. Okay, well, the opponent has lost the game. Awesome. You absolutely love to see it. All right, Facilier, come on down. And I'll throw down Limiter removal. And Limiter removal. And that's a big boy. Get on in there for 11,200 damage. This might be a really short video. What's the opponent playing? No clue. We sure did see one back row. All right. I don't know why I have just so much fun with this all the time, but I'm just not going to side until the opponent gives me a little bit more information. And yeah, we're going to pop onto this game too. I said this, whenever I said, like, I've got something that I may have to get to, so this might be a short one or whatever. This is not the reason why I thought it would be a short match, but we take those. A short video, not match. All right, the opponent leading on Pot of Greed this time. Very nice. This hand obviously cracked. Got the Cyberstein with a Megamorph. Just need to see Heavy Storm or Trunade. Okay, so it's Warriors. All right. Jar of Greed. So I think I want to go for reasoning. If I hit a Jinzo, I probably just win the game. If I hit anything else, like I have brain control, yeah, sure. I don't think there's any super downside to going for reasoning here. Oh, they called 4 again. All right, well, it's probably not going to work out too well for you here, opponent. Let's see what we can get ourselves into. It's too free. Oh my god. All right, well, summon out the Cyberstein. And, oh, it's too easy. It's too easy sometimes. I guess if the opponent has MST, well, if they have MST, I think they're still dead, right? And good measure, brain control the Blade Knight in case they're playing honest. All right. Look, I'm sorry. I can't really risk the video going too long, but you know, we've been going with the 2 matches per video. Sometimes, like, this is how it's gonna be with Reasoning Gate. You're just gonna draw like a god. You're gonna hit all your reasonings like absolutely perfectly. Megamorph is gonna show up in every hand, and your opponent's just gonna lose very quickly, and they're not gonna have anything really to say about it. And you know, that's one of the reasons that I like playing these combo decks. And I just keep talking about how much fun I'm having during this series. So I hope you all don't get bored of that. We are at 678 elo. So like, we're doing pretty well. We're almost into the 700s. Okay, this is far beyond what I ever did with the Pac-Man series. I have made it up this high with Pac-Man before, but not on the series. Let's go ahead and let's just check this duel records really quick, just to take a look at the nice win streak we've got. You know, the whole green screen here, and it keeps going down. Look at that. Just awesome. All right. Well, this is going to be a really short video. Sorry about that, but you know, we'll get some longer ones for sure. But that is going to be RGT to 1K for the day. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. We'll be back with the next one.